Part two of what pisses me off. Labour supporters. This is going to cause some controversy. Part one was customers. I do not apologise for everything I'm going to say, and I am not a Tory either. I am not a Tory, I am not Labour. I am very sort of not bothered by politics, especially because I don't really want to vote for anybody. So, my reasoning. The election. Oh my god, the election. What a shit show that was. Boris Johnson beat Jeremy Corbyn. Boris Johnson isn't amazing. He's doing okay with the coronavirus, although I don't care what anyone says. The fucking British public being knobs are the problem. He's just doing what he's told. He's just the bitch boy of the scientists. He's the... You ever heard of the saying, don't shoot the messenger? That's what I think. Labour are annoying. All I'm saying is before the results after Labour's embarrassing defeat, all you saw all over my Facebook wall was that Labour are great, Labour do this, Labour do that, Labour are this, Labour are that, Labour are this, Labour are that. And then all they'd be doing is slagging off Boris and slagging off Conservatives, and all they'd be doing constantly is fucking chucking themselves in your face. And that is the exact reason why, and they can argue it all they want, they're wrong. The exact reason why they didn't win the election is because they're all in your face. They tell you, they're like, look at us, we're amazing. Hi, hello, hello, hello. Yes, vote for us, vote for us. There. Vote for us. No. The reason no one voted for you, besides Jeremy Corbyn being an absolute philistine, and Keir Starmer being just as bad, slimy little sleazeball that fucking likes Jimmy Savile, is they're all in your face. Conservative battered Labour. And Conservative, you know what? I didn't see a single Tory post on my wall. All I saw were people from Labour going, look at us, trying to convince themselves and convince others that they are better. Conservatives just sat back and went, we've got fuck all to worry about here. We don't need to fucking chuck all this shit at people and go, hello, yes, we're amazing, come on, vote for us. Conservatives just sat back and thought, they're making dicks out of themselves. We can just sit back, enjoy the ride, and win this election, no problem. And that is exactly what they did. Labour, I was so annoyed with all these Labours, and so that's why during the election I kept on posting little posts just to, reel them in, fishing for hate and fishing for people, and it worked. I put something that was like BBC, what was it? ABC, that was it, Jeremy Clark said ABC, anything but Corbyn. And then there were a couple of little bites. I thought, this is great, you Labour supporters are pathetic. You really are. I think you need to focus more on how to be a good party instead of prove to me that I should vote for you. In a few years' time, if you stop being arseholes, I will vote for Labour. I've got nothing against, Boris is... No government could do a good job of this coronavirus, but the fact that people are saying, well, it'd all be fine if Corbyn ran, no, it wouldn't. Again, you're just spouting absolute shit. All they posted all over social media was, it was more slagging off Conservatives than posting pro-Labour. It was anti, and you just look at them, and so many people did, and that's why they got lost. So humiliating is because they're shit. All I'm saying is, Bolsover, near where I live, changed from Labour to Tory for the first time in years. Same with some northern areas. Some areas of Liverpool, the most anti-Tory place, where I think someone lived there, there are a couple of Tory, a lot of Labour still, but a couple of people in Liverpool, the most anti-Tory place ever, voted Tory. That speaks volumes for Labour, and they aren't much more like now. They just aren't, and I think you need to sort yourself out. You're just constantly... Put it this way, I know, because I've spoken to a lot of people, that I'm not the only person that feels this way. I would have voted Labour like years ago in the past when I thought this is good, but now they're getting, because they've not won for a while, they're basically that little person at the that you look down upon, going, hello, hello, we're here, hello. You don't need to do that. There's other ways. So I know that a lot of Labour people watching this are going to be like, we're not like that. And then you're just going to prove my point. In the end, it is my opinion. I guess your opinions are all about how amazing you are. But I guess one thing you need to face is facts, and the fact is you got humiliated in the election, and Keir Starmer's not going to do any better for you because Keir Starmer is a sleazebag. And it's just annoying that Boris Johnson isn't much better. Because I look and I look at Keir Starmer, I'm like, I'm not voting for you. I look at Boris Johnson and think, I don't really want to vote for you, but I'd rather vote for you than Keir. It's not, unfortunately, nowadays. It used to be, who do I want to vote for, who's the best for the country. Now it's who's not as bad. I look at Boris and think, you're struggling, you really are, but you're trying your best with this COVID-19. I appreciate that. It's a hard thing to go through. Boris edges it. Whereas it should be, Boris is really good at this, and this. Keir Starmer's really good at this, and this. Who's better? It's not, well, Keir Starmer's useless, he's done this that's not very good, he's done this that's not very good, he's not very good at this, I don't like him, he's a cunt. And then I look at Boris, I'm just like, he has really struggled through this COVID thing and he's trying his best for the country, but he's not very good at this, he's not very good at this, he's not very good at this, he's not very good at this. The only reason I pick Boris is because he's had a shit time of it, and I think people need to show him a bit more respect. And fucking like to see anyone else do what he's doing. All these Labour supporters going, oh, well, he's just shit. Come on then, do better. You tell me what you're going to do with this virus. It's a seesaw with this virus, and he's like, economy, lives, economy. It's such a hard job, and that's why I have a lot of respect for Boris, unlike a lot of people what I think is just truly unfair. He deserves a bit more respect, I believe. But yeah, I think Labour really, as a party, need to sort themselves out. And if they want to win the election, they need to make sure Keir Starmer isn't there. Because he's a fucking sleazebag. He's a douche. And if he's there, I will vote all day, every day for Boris Johnson. And that is not because Boris is good. It's just because Keir Starmer is so bad. And stop posting on social media about how amazing you are. Because you're not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. Stop it. Instead of trying to convince yourself that you're good, be good. I'm not falling for it. I don't think many people are. But Labour supporters, that's another thing that pissed me off. So, in a nutshell, spouting too much shit, and just stuff like that. Really, just spouting loads of shit on the lockdown. Another thing with Labour is, this is the God's honest truth. Someone posted on my Facebook, if you support Tory, unfriend me, unfucking block me, I'll block you, because that means you're racist, homophobic, and just a twat. I was just like, so where is your logic behind it? Apparently Boris Johnson's a homophobe. I didn't know this. I can also tell you that I know a lot of Labour MPs that have been done for homophobic comments, as have Tory MPs, as have lots of MPs. Don't act like they just tunnel vision. And this is the same for Tories, and this is the same for people. It's just, I notice it with Labour because Tories are quiet about it. Just saying, oh well, Boris Johnson's against gays, so if you're basically against me, Boris Johnson says this, that, and the other. So apparently now, if you're a Tory, you're homophobic, racist. Apparently that's what we are, and that's why I don't like Labour, because they basically just try and make you feel bad for voting for someone else. Well, sorry, I'm not homophobic. or racist. I mean, Black Lives Matter's kicking off, I know. Black Lives Matter is a big thing, I know. Boris Johnson might have looked like a twat for saying, look, don't protest. Boris Johnson's protecting the country. It's not perfectly observed, socially distanced protests are okay. But when there's a bunch of 10,000 black, white, Asian, you name their colour, I don't give a shit, in a big protest, that's wrong. And he is not racist. He thinks Black Lives Matter. He thinks all lives matter. And he is doing his best to keep big groups together to stop the spread of the virus. He is not a fucking racist. Jeremy Corbyn is not a racist. No head of a party is a racist. They're arseholes, but they're not racist. Other party members within Labour and Tory and Lib Dem have said questionable things in the past. But you don't mention the Labour ones, I guess, do you? It's just annoying. We are not racist because we vote Tory. We are not homophobic because we vote Tory. We are not, I don't vote anything. That doesn't make me nothing at all. That doesn't make me racist or whatever. Just stop slagging off others and calling them names and calling them out to be racist, homophobes, fucking Islamophobes, whatever. Just because we're not all loved up hippies. Just focus on yourself and stop calling names to others and focus on you. If you focus on you, you can't go far wrong. But unfortunately, you focus too much on other parties rather than your own. Focus on making Labour good instead of degrading and making others sound worse. Because you're worse, you try and make others sound worser, and you're not. They're not as bad as you. Sort your own party out before you go slagging off and making false accusations on others. That's my rant done on Labour. There's plenty more to come. I know that could hit a few nerves, but in the end it's my opinion, and you've got to bear in mind I've had a couple of Mardy people in my comments before. I don't care. If you want to discuss it, please do. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.